Let's explain how to denote a line break as a split delimiter. This is crucial when you're working with text data and need to separate entries based on where a new line begins. Different programming languages and tools handle this in slightly different ways, but the core concept remains the same. You need a way to tell your program, this is where one piece of data ends and the next begins, signaled by a line break. 1. Understanding line breaks. First, it's important to understand that a line break isn't just a single character. Different operating systems use different characters, or sequences of characters, to represent a new line. Windows typically uses ~, carriage return followed by a line feed, while Unix-like systems, including macOS and Linux, use +, line feed. Sometimes you even encounter +r, carriage return, on its own. This means you need to be mindful of which characters represent a line break in your specific data. 2. Using regular expressions. Regular expressions, regex, are incredibly powerful tools for pattern matching, and they're excellent for handling line breaks as delimiters. The specific regex to use depends on the type of line break you're working with. For example, if you know your data uses +n as a line break, you might use the regex +n as your split delimiter. If you want to be more inclusive and handle both ~n and ~n, you might use ~n. Makes the ~war optional. 3. Programming language examples. Many programming languages offer built-in functions or libraries to handle string splitting. For example, in Python, you could use the split method. If your data uses ~n line breaks, mystring.splitn would create a list where each item is a line from the original string. In other languages like JavaScript, you might use split *, or split *, depending on your line break type. Similarly, in other languages like Java or C++, this process is similar, using the appropriate string manipulation functions, or regular expressions to identify and split the data at line breaks. 4. Spreadsheet software. If you're working with data in a spreadsheet program like Excel or Google Sheets, you can usually import text files and use the program's built-in features to split columns based on line breaks. The exact steps vary depending on the program and its version. Often, a text-to-columns function or similar feature will offer options to choose a delimiter, allowing you to choose the line break character. 5. Dealing with inconsistencies. Sometimes your data might have inconsistent line breaks, a mix of ~n and ~n. In such cases, you can either clean your data beforehand, replace all instances of one type of line break with the other, or use a more robust regular expression that covers all possibilities. Remember to always inspect your data to understand what line break characters are present, ensuring that your chosen delimiter accurately splits your data into the intended segments. Always test your chosen methods on a small sample of your data first.